hopefully this is the message that you've been needing to hear. If not, check out my other videos, of course, and please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm currently streaming on Arena and on YouTube, so bear with me if it looks like I'm talking to myself every once in a while. Alright, collective, you're dealing with some disappointment. Hi! What's going on? It looks like possibly some runaway behavior or workaholism. Seems to be an attempt to be solid and practical, recovering from some type of addictive behavior or delay. You're dealing with a lot of impatience. Why? Why impatience? Ah! I'm doing a general, it's called a collective reading. It's basically for whoever tunes in, it's going to be a message for that person. I leave mine up to being timeless and general for the viewer at the time. It's pretty cool how it works. Okay, so somebody in this collective may be dealing with a bit of bad news or instability due to a rash way of reacting or speaking surrounding travel or surrounding the movement of their pursuit towards their goals, basically. Let's get some clarity on that. As far as the goal that you're trying to pursue, and this could also be, if it's not for you, it could be an energy that's like tied to you, like somebody that's really significant to you or somebody that impacts you in any way, energetic cords, etc. So what's the message on this goal that they wanted to reach, or the pursuit, the truth that they're chasing? If you do have any specific questions, though, go ahead and shoot it out. Message on the goal. Do you want to give a message on the goal? What is blocking your way is an important vow from the past that you haven't fulfilled yet, either for yourself or someone else. You must take care of unfinished business, and when you arrive to a conclusion point, new horizons will open, and a new and joyful cycle in your life will begin. All right, so that's that delay and that blocking that's happening there, the stagnation. So how can they avoid this stagnation? Hello. Too many. How can you avoid this stagnation? What's holding them back? All right, so what's holding you back from this, or like causing the stagnation, causing the delays, etc., is surrounding moving on and taking a new option or a new direction. Hi, Irenia. Just so you know, I'm streaming over on YouTube at the same time right now, so I'm going to be going back and forth. Unless you want a private, then I'll cancel out over on the other one. Okay, it looks like you may be going kind of in like a recluse mode, or you've been traveling in a recluse mode. Basically, like the Hermit card, it's basically there was an emperor and he gave away all of his things, or he lost them all, so that he had to focus inward on himself and like his inner light and focus on that only, rather than all of the distractions that could have been around, including people, places, and things. There's definitely a feeling surrounding being let down or depressed or disappointed again. What do they need to know about that? Wait a sec. I'm sure they know that they feel that way. Why do they need to know about it? Okay, you need to know about that because the only reason it's happening is because of the lack of rebirth. The feeling of being stuck and the feeling of not being able to I take that back. The feeling of like having a lack of like foresight, or like the like literally like what's causing the depression is the lack of planning. Hello, Leanna. Or the lack of foresight for what the next steps could be. Hello, hello. If anybody has a personal question, then go ahead and shoot it out. Not personal, like not love related. But in the meantime, I'm doing a general collective reading, just so everybody's aware. All right, so this collective, you may be dealing with like fear of, or the actual like act of moving out or moving away due to like an argument, maybe leaving home, so that you can work on your own self and so you can practice your craft, essentially. Possibly a new job. Either that, or you're going to be soon getting a new job, and that's going to be bringing you a recovered hope. So if you're somebody that's waiting on a job right now, don't worry, it's on the way. But you need to start planning better. You need to start doing like more actual preparation, like really like bring it into your existence. Don't wait for it to stumble upon you, you know. You just need to slow down a little bit. You're missing something along the way because you feel so overwhelmed, possibly by like the whole like burden of everything that's going on, or just like the stress of everything, of adulting, whatever, you know. It's causing you to stagnate yourself because of the overwhelm, but then the overwhelm is causing the depression, and then the depression is causing the stagnation. So it's like, well, hello there. If you already have a job, then it could be the stagnation of the actual job itself. Like if you feel like you're basically like running on a hamster wheel almost, you know, then that's going to be what's causing the depression itself. And then what will happen out of that is you're going to slow down even farther, or you're going to be less motivated because it's going to get frustrating, and that is going to be causing the delay or possibly the avoidance of taking this next step of movement. Hello. That is so exciting to see you here. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor right now, so don't have no fear right now. As long as you can actually start working towards it. You need to leave something behind. There's some type of emotional baggage that you're holding on to, and it's not helpful at the moment. It could be a negative thought pattern. It could be, you know, actual like from a past relationship, from a past situationship, whatever it may be. It's time for you to let it go so that you can have your cups open to fill up with new emotions. I feel like there may be like a codependency, but the codependency is surrounding, or is like almost based in a lack of teamwork. Possibly even legal issues or tax issues. I feel like I don't feel like that's a relationship situation. I do feel like that's going to be more focused on like stability or money. So possibly like, hello. Yeah, I'm doing a general collective right now, but if you have any specific questions, then I'll try to get to them as well as I'm doing it. Okay, again, this collective needs to just slow down and to really think about things. Really put, like, you know, instead of just like expecting to know how to walk on your path, like you need to figure out first in your brain, are you stepping with your left foot or your right foot? And then figure out what to do after that, you know, and take things like one step at a time and not get overwhelmed by the actual full journey that's ahead of you. Because that's what's causing your depression or your stress or your anxiety or your overwhelm or your delays. It's also creating a mentality or like a of like being like a bored kid, like somebody who just wants to act out, possibly somebody that's like wanting to be immature because being mature is scary right now, things like that. For a select few of you, not everybody, but for a few of you, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor when it comes to dealing with any type of emotional manipulation or abuse. If you are in an abusive relationship, please take the precautions and the support that is offered out there for everybody to utilize. Don't try to do anything that's going to be risky on your own well-being. It's also really important for this collective to realize that there are bullies out there and there is theft that could happen. There is like a violent type of like nature around you when it surrounds speaking. So you might be maybe somebody that you yourself lashes out on people easily, or you're deceptive in the way that you're vocalizing things to people. Like maybe you're not telling them the full honest like aggravation that you're going through, etc., and then you just get explosive at some point, that type of thing. Possibly also this group is somebody that's like avoidant, or you're dealing with somebody who's avoidant, like instead of wanting to finish the conversation, they would rather just like close it off and just not talk about it, and then that's what's causing this cycle or this circle to not be able to complete. I am seeing like the desire for new love, possibly even like a new project, like when it comes to like maybe you're wanting to do like volunteer work, maybe you're wanting to be a student somewhere just to expand your horizons a little bit. If you're not, then that might be helpful. Again, I'm not really picking up on this as a love reading, so take it as it resonates. Of course, it may be for your individual case, but let's see what else. What can they do about this, though, Spirit? How can it be fixed? Whoa, hold on. Well, what you can do about it is you can know that you're going to win. You're going to be victorious. You're going to be successful. You're going to be able to achieve whatever it is that you're setting out after. So you need to just stop stressing on it and just do it, basically. What about any final advice? Also, hi, thank you. Go ahead and ask me your question whenever you're ready. Also, be aware. I know it's hard to say like get rid of them, but be aware of your mental blocks that you may be causing for yourself, and the stress that you are causing for yourself. The reason for the stress is because you're just not taking the steps that are necessary. You're getting too stressed out before you even try. You need to just try. Hello, Renata. And Kelsey, whenever you're ready, okay? Okay, 1 second. How will the August work meeting go for me in San Diego? Okay. It looks positive for you. There's going to be balance. Let me see what else. Hi. Going good, thank you. How are you? All right, let's see. San Diego work meeting. Hold on. That's wonderful. Okay, Kelsey, I guess they don't want the message coming from this deck. Are you going through something stressful at work right now, Kels? Like, are there like rumors possibly or something like that that's going on? Is one of my big three Scorpio? Like, wait, sorry, the chat disappeared again. Not that you know of? Okay. Yeah, no, I got the Temperance card out for you, so that's going to be like really balanced. It's going to be positive in your favor. Like, as long as you keep yourself balanced and neutral. So if there are like rumors that may like come up about somebody else possibly, or maybe like something that's making you nervous about, like, then don't allow yourself to feed into it. Stay as like neutral as possible. Okay, now what did you say over here? Metaphorically and literally. Is one of your big three Scorpio? What do you mean by big three? Like my sun, moon, or rising? Or like the ones that I like get along with? Or hello? Will Johnny's dad be okay as far as his dad having open heart surgery recently? Hello. Johnny's dad. Yeah, he'll be okay, but he's gonna be kind of struggling for a little bit. Like, he's not gonna feel like himself. Like, he's not gonna feel like he's okay, if that makes sense. Like he's gonna feel like he's healing, but he's gonna feel at the same time like a little bit like empty or like drained, like just like not in unity with his body, if that makes sense. But what do you mean about the Scorpio question? Because I do love Scorpios, but I love my Scorpio at least. But I'm not a Scorpio, no. Okay, as far as the rumors go. Rumors. As far as the rumors go, it's going to be about something that you see coming. You'll see it coming. It may not have to do with you. I don't think it necessarily has to do with you. But basically, it's like somebody didn't get themselves built up the way that they should have. Somebody's like really rocky on their foundation, or they're not as qualified as they may think that they are. And it's going to basically start getting pointed out or called out. Yeah, I don't. If you want to know like more specific than that, then it's gonna have to be, you're gonna have to send me a message and I'll reply that way, so it's just you that I'm connecting with. But basically, there's somebody with like a rocky foundation or a shaky foundation, and they're aware of it, but they're not fixing it. And it's gonna be brought to the light. It may have to do with a partnership of some sort and the support that they are going to for their partnership. And then for Renata, for the bills, is he gonna be okay with bills? Yeah, let me know after you go to the thing what happens. He's gonna, as far as bills go, he's gonna need help. He's gonna need help, but I don't know if he's gonna actually admit it to people. If you feel called to. I think probably helping around, maybe helping him with his house would probably be, or maybe helping him like to do the things that are like, you know, the busy things that people aren't wanting to do when they're not feeling good or when they're stressed. You know, like maybe, yeah, like that's a way that you can help without actually like giving money to help, you know, like because then they can focus more on their work, or then they can focus on more on, you know. For love questions, it's gonna have to be for a special request. Sorry. I would ask him maybe about that. I don't, some guys aren't going to be comfortable with accepting money, you know, but let's see, is he going to want money? Will he want money? Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to accept it. It might embarrass him, but I think he will accept getting help. Well, that's why candles are great. Sometimes it's refreshing to reconnect with the natural flow of the day cycle. Yeah, I believe so. Well, for now, yeah. I wish the chat over here could see what's in this one so it didn't sound confusing, but... Oh, you did? Okay. Oh. Okay, so friendly. Friendly, you're dealing with some pessimism. You're dealing with pessimism, and it's because the universe is trying to give you blessings and you're not taking them. Because you're being a bit careless or like a little bit too naive in your approach. So trust in the universe to step in and help you whenever, and to have a, you know, a divine plan for you, but don't trust in the universe to deliver it to you. You have to seek it out sometimes. And as far as the blessings go, sometimes the blessings are little things that you don't even realize are there. So for instance, like somebody in here saying that they are completely broke, even though they're still able to be online on the internet and have a device that they're using to do so. So you aren't broke, right? Like you're just struggling. And sometimes the universe can take it a little bit personal, it seems, when you don't let the right positive reinforcement of the positive things happen, you know? Yeah, and that may just mean that you need to learn the lessons so that you can succeed even greater when you succeed. You get what I mean? Like sometimes, like if you fail a project, it's so that you can do the makeup and then you redo it and you nail it because you weren't prepared yet, you know? Or if you lose a job, it's because you weren't prepared yet, and then you try again and you work your butt off in between, and then you be prepared, and then you might actually get a raise and get a higher position when you get hired on, you know, rather than being stuck at the bottom. So you got to always remember that the universe is always working in your favor, even when it seems like it's not. Right. Or maybe you were overqualified. And so now a new opportunity is going to open up because you've allowed that one to go, you know? So, yeah, like the universe is always going to work in your favor. You just have to remember that and allow it to do so, you know, instead of getting held up in the little like nuances or like the things that you want to have happen or you think that you want to have happen, because sometimes in the grand scheme of things, that's what's actually going to be what holds you back, is if you got your way. For now, what do you mean? Oh, well, because I mean, like, everybody's going to die at some point. But that's what I meant by that. But for now, he's like out of the surgery, he'll be okay. I personally don't ask questions about people's lifespans, though. So I can't find that answer for you. Sorry. Should you help Johnny out? Yeah, like I think you should offer to help. I don't think he's necessarily going to be wanting necessarily financial aid. I think that he's possibly going to be needing more of like a nurturing aid, you know, like, or at least the option of having support, whether he takes it or not. I think that will be very helpful for him. Okay, so let me get back to this general message here. All right, so the collective that's watching right now, let's see. Yeah, that's what I definitely think is the case. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, I want everybody right now to focus on whatever the biggest issue is in your life right now. Whatever your biggest concern is, whatever your biggest hang up, your like what you feel is holding you back the most, etc. So get that in your mind. Unlimited possibilities and divine timing. So, like I was saying earlier with this collective, you guys are needing to slow down and just realize that it's one step at a time and it's happening the way it's meant to happen. If it seems like it's not, it's because you're allowing yourself to get overwhelmed and you're stagnating yourself. But there is a certain divine timing that is happening. And there is also an unlimited amount of possibilities that you could have as your options. So you may be limiting yourself in your because of your false beliefs or your past beliefs or your negative mindset or thought patterns, and that's what those cups are that you need to leave behind and walk away from. Or you may be stagnating yourself because you think that you need to do everything today, and then you realize everything that you have to do, and then you're like, nope, not doing any of it now, and then you just don't do anything and you let yourself float you know, and just kind of doggy paddle along. And it's really important for this collective to tap more into their feminine energy, because your feminine energy your feminine energy is your creative side. That's your nurturing side. That's your creative side. That's your passion. That's your, you know, not your logic, not your analytics, not your finances, but your just love of everything that you're doing. Okay? That's your side that can create. That's your side that can be fertile. it's time for you to tap more into that side. So reconnect with your divine feminine. If you are a masculine energy, then it could be that you need to reconnect with a divine feminine. If you are a feminine energy, it could be that you need to reconnect with yourself. But more so, each of us has half and half, or we're supposed to be a mix of a duality of masculine and feminine. And oftentimes people get a little topsy-turvy and they are swayed way too much to one side, and that will become problematic when it comes to actually creating something or manifesting things. Hello. It's also important to remember that there is a certain ancient wisdom out there, and you may be able to tap into it if you try to. The new age way of doing everything is not always the way that is going to be helpful. Sometimes you just have to go back to the roots of what the purpose of the activity is and start from there. Hi, what's going on? What can I help you with? And the final, well, actually, something that would be helpful for this collective also would be, one second. Would be to work on visualization exercises, meditation, start exercising a bit more, or possibly doing like Tai Chi. If you don't like to actually exercise, you could do Tai Chi. It's a much, or Qigong. It's a much slower option. That's much simpler on your body, but very, very effective. And it's also important to be more hydrated. It looks like you guys are dehydrated. And last but not least, possibly declutter. If you are not a cluttered person, then it's decluttering your diet, like doing a detox diet, cutting out the processed foods, things like that, just for a little bit, not forever. Just to get you back to where you should be starting, back to your neutral point. That may also be getting your sleep cycle back in rhythm. As far as your solar plexus, as far as your chakras go, your solar plexus is off a little bit. That's what would cause depression or things like hip pain, things like digestive issues, things like also looks like your guys' crown, possibly your crown chakra, which is going to contribute to your worrying. Also your emotions, your hands, your wrists, those are going to be tied to your crown and your heart. Your head, like any head type issues like headaches, migraines. And yeah, your guys' heart. The heart is, of course, going to be anything on your upper torso, counting your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your lungs. And your heart is going to be your heart may cause you, or may be imbalanced because of a shock that you experienced, or it may cause you to feel shock more often. Obviously surrounding love, most likely. And final message for everybody before I get going. I know, they needed help and then they disappeared, huh? Jujukubu. That's the name of the person that's in this other chat, so sorry. Hi, Ocean Lake. All right, and then last but not least, the important days for this collective that you should pay attention to, or that you should be extra alert on, or that you may have already connected to, are July 22nd through August 1st. January 20th through 29th. March 31st through April 10th. October 3rd through 12th. And June 21st through 30th. And December 22nd through 31st. Okay, so this collective may also be struggling with your throat chakra as well, just so you know. So very much so put yellows around you, purples around you, greens, and blues, so that you can get some of that color therapy. All right, well, anyways, I'm going to close this out now. Hopefully it was helpful. If not, then check one of my other videos. I'm sure one of those will be. And thank you for tuning in. Bye.